Have I interviewed everybody?
No, you have not interviewed Metro Boomin.
What's up, Metro?
He's a big Spider-Man fan.
What happened?
He thinks that there was foul play.
Shocker. What kind?
He thinks that, just the way everything's been going on, he kind of regrets even coming. Just he felt weird vibes walking in. The first person that came up to him was Hat Guy, who couldn't stop talking about doing content with Metro, but Metro knew about the podcast. Wow, this is a very vain thing that I wrote down. And it was weird because Hat Guy never once mentioned him being on the podcast, which he kind of thought was the intention of how he was invited, because Andrew mentioned that in the email inviting him.
Okay. So what foul play?
He just thinks that, he feels like this whole operation was done so that this disc could be stolen. And he kind of suspects the podcast or Andrew. He doesn't understand what the hell's going on.
So who was in charge of the invites? Me?
Andrew Waffello.
Uh-huh. Did security outside know anything?
Security doesn't have anything. They heard a couple of noises. Somebody you got to talk to again. You got to ask them the right questions. Come on. You're a magician.
Can anyone confirm that Dawson and Sony guy were over there? Like away from everything?
Not a single person can confirm it. You've asked everybody. And the only people to say that they were away from everybody is themselves. Dawson and Hocus.
Did anyone leave the building?
Nobody left the building.
So the disc has to physically still be in the building?
Still in the building, 100%.
Can I strip search everyone?
You can. Nobody's got it.
Okay, I leave them all naked, though.
Fair.
It's an intimidation tactic.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I check the table.
What's on the table? It's very unprofessionally done. It's just a 40-pack of water bottles. Some have been opened. Everything about this is relatively low quality. It looks pretty shitty. But on the table of finger foods, there's a plate of truffle grilled cheeses that everybody is raving about.
I have one.
It's delicious.
Is it worth it?
It's
good.
Absolutely. It's shockingly good. You actually have to have another.
Okay, I have another.
Yeah, it's even better than the last.
I consider having a third.
There's only 2 left.
I have both of them.
Excellent. But now you're full.
Okay, I'm full. I look under the plate. I check the whole thing. I move the bottles. I look under the table.
Nowhere to be found.
I look under the table. Nothing?
No, nothing under the table, and nothing under the table here. And nothing under like the waters or anything like that.
Under the tablecloth?
No.
So there was water, there was the burgers, and then what?
The cheese, the grilled cheeses, the
grilled
waters,
cheeses,
and there's other little finger foods, but everybody says they all suck, but the grilled cheeses were a huge hit.
Who brought the grilled cheese?
This was all provided by Waffello and or Sony.
Where else can I search for the disc? The chairs?
The area, the area where the actual player was underneath the screener.
Okay, I look there.
You look there. It's weird because there's an outline of the disc. Like this is really dusty, and there's an outline of the disc right next to it. So it was like removed and placed there, but it is no longer there.
Hocus.
What do you got for him?
What's your title at Sony?
I'm kind of a big deal. I'm a marketing person, but also worked as a PA on TASM 3. Just because I'm such a fan. One of the heads of marketing, if you want to give it an exact title. I have some bad news for you, Mr. Blanc. That disc is the only proof that this movie exists. On that flash drive is like, that's all we got. So if this flash drive is lost or stolen, or TASM 3 isn't happening.
Mm-hmm. I arrest Hat Guy.
On what charges?
He's the only one in here that doesn't like TASM 2. How was your experience on the movie? Did you like it?
Yeah. And I've seen some of the movie. I'm very proud of it, and I was really excited for this event.
You like TASM 2?
It's not my favorite, but I think 3 is really good.
So you think it was worth it?
Yeah.
At what point can the people confirm where Dawson and this guy were?
They won't be able to.
Why?
Just nobody saw them. They were all paying attention to other shit.
Every single person.
Every single person. Maybe somebody saw them, but they don't have the memory of it.
Mofongo. I take Zach aside.
Okay.
And I tell him that he is no longer going to be able to hang out with his friends. He won't be able to make his breakfast burritos. He can't play Smash. He won't be able to watch Invincible. I threaten him with all his little things. And I say, I need you to give me something.
It works.
I knew it did.
He pulls the disc out of his ass.
Oh my gosh.
But you don't have a motive. Why would Zach steal it?
I say, what's the last thing you and Hat Guy talked about?
I'm Ariana Grande and LeBron James.
What's the last thing you and Othello talked about?
We didn't watch the latest episode of Invincible together, and he yelled at me about it.
Has anyone in this room seen the entire movie?
No.
Does anyone know anything, any insider information about the movie?
Yeah, Hocus.
Anybody
was
else?
funny. He worked as a PA. No. Nobody even knows the villains. Everybody was going into this blind. They were so excited.
I don't know what the frick.
Come on, you almost got this. You've got the disc. You've saved the day. You just need to know why Zach stole it. Very simple. That was honestly awesome to press Zach, and I had to make him cave about that.
Did Zach ask to come?
Yes.
Was he like begging to come?
No.
Did Zach talk to anyone else once he got here?
No.
Was Zach worried about the movie?
No.
Or what the movie would do?
No.
Did Zach just put it up his butt because he likes stuff going up his butt?
Potentially, but that's not what's happening here.
If you had done a whole whodunit mystery and just made it a gay joke, would have been nuts.
I'm glad I did it. I mean, I made a pretty bad gay joke. I had him hide it in his ass.
I don't know. So they were fighting. Was he just tired of the fighting and he didn't want any more fighting?
Nope. But that's a very funny theory.
I originally thought he took it so that we wouldn't have any more arguments on the podcast about Spider-Man.
No, that's
and he's
not
just
what
I
happened.
can't take it. It's not funny, guys.
That's not what happened.
Zach, why'd you take it?
I can't tell you that. You know I can't tell you that.
I ask everyone else, why do you think Zach took it? Does anyone have an interesting answer?
No.
I don't have anything to go off of here. I go have another grilled cheese.
They're out. You ate them all.
I flip the table.
All right. Yeah, fair. All the waters go everywhere. One of them explodes. Now we're in a wet warehouse.
Dawson, Dominican, Angel.
I'll read. Wafello, Hat Guy, Double A Rugs, Matt Ramos Soups, Christian Undress, Dominican Spider-Man, Coy Jandro, Dawson, Metro Boomin, Zachary Marion.
Metro. I asked him if he's ever talked to Zach.
No. But Zach was like weirdly looking at him the whole time.
And how did he get invited again?
It was a suggestion from Hat Guy to Wafello to have him on the podcast.
But Hat Guy didn't mention the podcast.
Yes, and Metro thought that was really weird.
And what did he mention? Just wanting to do content with him?
Yes.
Like what? Pokemon streams?
No, it was weird, and it was talking about in a different country or something. Metro was kind of half listening. He didn't find Hat Guy interesting in the slightest.
What the frick does that mean? How does that have to do? What does that have to do with anything?
You're tripping. You're actually not on your game tonight. You've got this. I guarantee you they've solved it 20 minutes ago.
You wanting to do content with Metro Boomin in another country is somehow reason for Zach to still TASM 3?
Yes. You've got it. You've got it.
What country?
Metro doesn't remember. He wasn't paying attention. He doesn't even know it was content, to be honest. You keep asking me about this Hat Guy guy. I didn't like that guy.
Okay, Hat Guy, why'd you want to do content with Metro Boomin in another country?
I don't know what you're talking about. I barely even talked to Metro. I just told him I was a fan of his.
Can I ask Metro to point out Hat Guy? Does he point at you?
Yep. Somebody lying to you. They just told you opposite answers. So who's the liar? Who's more likely to be written as a liar here?
Wait, you said you didn't want to do content with Metro Boomin?
I didn't say anything about content to Metro Boomin. I told him I was a big fan of his and I left. I left him alone. I didn't want to bother him. You know me. I was too scared to even say hello to him.
I totally zoned out your answer.
It seems you've been zoning out a lot of these answers. You've got this. You know this. I don't want to give you a hint because you're going to actually hurt yourself. This is so in your face.
Does this require any knowledge about Metro Boomin?
No. Of course not. You're the one solving it.
Did anyone else talk to Hat Guy tonight?
No. It was like little greetings.
Other than the argument.
Like it was like, oh, yeah, little greetings. Like nothing substantial.
I waterboard Hat Guy with one of the water bottles.
And what do you ask him?
Why are you lying?
He's trying very hard to resist. And he's saying, I'm not lying. But you could tell.
Okay, I look at Zach and I say, I'm going to keep torturing Hat Guy.
And Hat Guy's screams are getting louder.
Yes.
Eventually, Zach breaks.
I resorted to torture.
It was all Hat Guy's plan.
Yeah.
That's what Zach exclaims, and then Zach doesn't say anything else.
Just because you hate TASM? The frick does Metro Boomin have to do in another country? I'm so confused.
Hat Guy started the fight as a diversion.
For Zach to get it.
For Zach to get it, pushing everybody's buttons. This is the only trace of TASM 2. It cost all of the money, or TASM 3. It cost all of the money. Emma Stone is returning. Nobody knows anything about it. Hat Guy was going to sell it to his close personal friend, Brad Winderbaum at Marvel Studios for a lot of money, and then was going to escape to a foreign country with Zach, where they could just live out the rest of their days. And the way Zach caves and says this, the way that Hat Guy convinced them is that if they were caught, they'd just be together forever in jail.
Well, you nailed Zach, for sure. So you wanted to sell it to Brad Winderbaum.
Exactly.
At the MCU.
At Marvel Studios. Because as we learned from Rob Liefeld, all the studios are competing.
Obviously.
Yes. Not my strongest one. I should have done more penis jokes. I thought my big ass joke was my funny bit, and it wasn't as funny.
Well, how was I supposed to figure out you wanted to sell it? Was there a way for me to figure that out?
Maybe
Other than waterboarding you?
Yeah, I guess waterboarding was the way to get that. I think you would have assumed that. I thought you would have
assumed that you were gonna sell the Sony movie.
Yeah, I thought you would have assumed that.
I would have assumed that you maybe want to destroy it.
I'm not going to destroy it. But then if I sell it to Marvel, it never comes out.
Why?
Because Marvel doesn't want it coming out. They don't want a success for...
But if it's in the MCU?
It's not in the MCU. It's 2003.
If you sell it to them and they own it.
No, I'm selling it to them for it to be hush. It's like gone forever. That's what it is.
So they're paying you like hush money to like keep it from coming out.
They're essentially paying me to destroy it. Sorry if I didn't make that clear.
I got it. Well, I'm going to have... so he admits it. Zach says it was all his plan, and then I figured it out. Interesting.
There it is. And you've saved
Benoit then hands the cloth and the water bottle to Andrew, and Andrew continues to waterboard Hawkeye.
Fair. And that's the end.